Hello everyone, and welcome back to On the Beat. I'm Stephen Bailey, joined by David Wilson. We're here at Reliance Stadium in Houston about 4 hours before Syracuse takes on Minnesota in the Texas Bowl. It should be a pretty good matchup for Syracuse to close out its season. The Orange beat Boston College on like a last-second win to reach its third bowl in 4 years. And the Gophers are actually a very similar team. Both teams like to run the ball, both teams like to stop the run. So what do you think of the matchup? Do you think it suits them well?
Yeah, I think it suits. The thing is, it suits Syracuse well, but it probably also suits Minnesota pretty well. Like you said, they're very similar teams. I know Scott Schaefer, Jerry Kill, they come from similar backgrounds, are excited. They're Midwest guys. They're excited to come down to Texas, an area that they admire as football coaches, and sort of bring their hard-nosed mentality to the Lone Star State.
Sure. And for the Syracuse offense, it couldn't come at a better time. You know, they really needed that month off. Terrell Hunt is coming off his best game of the year. Here's a guy who went, I believe, 6 games without throwing a touchdown pass to start conference play, and he led a last-second drive to send his team to the postseason. So he's got Prince Tyson Gully back after missing 2 games with an ankle injury. He's got Jared West back as #1 receiver. Sean Hickey's healthy. Left tackle who's working through some ankle injuries and has a history of knee problems. So the offense, you know, it really couldn't be a better time for them to have their biggest game of the year, right?
Yeah, Sean Hickey didn't play the second half. Most of the second half of that Boston College game, they still ran that game-winning play. Was a run behind Michael Lasker, who replaced him. But I think the most exciting thing for Syracuse fans has to be the encouraging play of Terrell Hunt. He looked like a good quarterback against Boston College, something you couldn't say for most of the season. It'll be interesting to see how he responds to so much time off. I talked to Tim Lester earlier in the week, and he was just excited that Terrell would get a chance to get some more practice in. A lot of times you might worry about the layoff, but for an inexperienced quarterback, he's getting better with every practice, and getting a couple extra weeks, he's not too worried about the layoff. I think it'll be interesting to see how he responds to it, though.
And for the defense, it's really more of the same. They're going to be relying on the front 7, Jay Bromley in the middle, and the trio of very consistent linebackers, and Marquise Spruill, Dashawn Davis, and Cam Lynch. Strong safety Darrell Eskridge is out for the game. That's a huge loss. He's their leading tackler and certainly their best cover safety.
Not a bad wide receiver either.
Not a bad wide receiver either. Yeah, he has a catch. So the front 7 will certainly be leaned upon again. And I think it suits Syracuse well, given the opponent. You know, the Gophers don't pass the ball that well. A team that does pass the ball well, I think, would really exploit that secondary.
Yeah, they've been banged up all year. They're more banged up than they've been all year right now, though. And so I think it's good that they're going up against an 8-win team. They have a chance. It is just, you know, it's a bowl game. People wonder, doesn't mean anything, but it is against an 8-win team. It's a chance to make a statement. And I think they got a pretty favorable matchup that Minnesota doesn't throw the ball very well.
Sure, let's go to some predictions. I'm going to take Minnesota 34, Syracuse 21. I think the Orange offense gets going, but the Gophers they're not incompetent at throwing the ball, and Syracuse's secondary really is banged up. No Julian Wiggum either, and that hurts. No Keon Lynch still. Yep,
no return for Keon. I'm going to go Minnesota 28, Syracuse 24. I think it'll be close, but Minnesota does have 8 wins. They are a good football team. I think that's something people might forget.
Sure. Well, thanks for listening. Check dailyorange.com for coverage from the game, and follow us at DO Sports on Twitter. Thanks.